Casa Vinicola Abbazia Winery is located in Santo Stefano Belbo, a small town between Langhe Monferrato and Roero. The Langhe area is a mosaic of infinite landscapes impossible to embrace at a glance. Through quick steps with continuous changes follow each new and romantic landscapes that leave the spectator breathless. I stare as deep when I find me in these hills. With these verses, Cesare Pavese, one of the greatest poets of the 20th century, who was born in Santo Stefano Belbo. These views gave Santo Stefano Belbo the recognition of a World Heritage Site by UNESCO, protected for their charge of spirituality and evocative power. The Langhe area is located in the southern part of Piedmont. This peculiar microclimate has always granted the best weather conditions for the cultivation of the most precious and delicate grapes, such as Nebbiolo, Moscato, and many others, but also the famous Langhe hazelnuts and white truffle of Alba. The abbey became a center of politics, religion, and culture. The name of the winery comes precisely from the ancient Benedictine monastery dedicated to Saint Gaudenzio, built on the foundations of a Roman temple dating back to the 9th century. Inside the abbey, you can see the most ancient bas-reliefs of southern Piedmont depicting mythological animals and representation of the first crops of muscat. After many generations, the Santero family is proud to own and manage this winery, still so important for its historic and cultural significance. Over the years, under the expert guidance of the headman, the new generation members have followed the old way for over a century, keeping the same passion, the same love for nature and for the vineyard. It is a priceless experience which starts in the vineyards and ends into the bottle. Our mission is obtaining the best results from our vineyards through a personal communication with nature, walking through the grapevines, understanding their evolution day by day. Harvest time is certainly the most important for our company. Your land will never betray you is one of the best mottos of the CEO Santero Mario, who believes that if you grow your land with love and care, you will be rewarded with good fruits. This where it all begins. The best sun exposure, the best soil, and the ability to select the most mature grapes. Here's where you get the best aroma and the greatest, the fuller and the most balanced flavor, along with the most lasting and shining colors. When the grapes arrive at the cellars, they are pressed by a cold pressing process in order to preserve the original flavors. The skins, the stalks, and the seeds are separated and sent to the distillery for the production of grappa. The must be cleaned several times, alternating periods of rest in cold storage tanks for subsequent filtration, removing impurities to obtain a product which is progressively more and more clear. In order to obtain a dry wine, the must is removed from its storage tank at low temperature, allowing the natural fermentation to turn the sugar naturally present in the grapes into alcohol and CO2, which is released into the air, since the must is contained in an open tank, thus originating a dry and still wine. In order to produce a sparkling wine, according to the Charmat or Martinotti method, we proceed in the same way, but we retain the CO2 with the use of a special stainless steel closed tanks called autoclavi. A longer fermentation gives more CO2 naturally produced, thus originating many small and delicate bubbles, lasting persistently in the glass. In order to obtain a sweet sparkling wine, we do a temperature monitoring because it is by lowering the temperature that we slow down the fermentation until it stops, thus originating a sweet sparkling wine. When the wine is ready, it is bottled. 1,000,000 bottles per year passing through this fully automated line where the man is the main controller. The first step of the process is loading on the bottling line new sterile bottles directly coming from a glassworks. An isobaric filling machine injects the wine into the bottles at a temperature of 0 degrees Celsius to prevent the leak of natural CO2 pressure. The process goes on by corking the bottles, putting an aluminium capsule on top of them and labeling them with customized labels according to their destination. Each bottle is marked with a lot number that allows to trace the entire production process. A special scale installed on the production line grants that every bottle contains the exact content. Then, the bottles are placed inside outer cases and the cases stacked in layers on pallet, ready to be shipped from our warehouse. The production process is under the strict supervision of the production manager and his talented team to comply with the standards of the most important international quality certification bodies, BRC, EFS, ISO. Some products, such as Asti and Prosecco, require additional quality checks and legal authorizations given by the local consortia of production, whose Abbazia is also a member. The Abbey personnel grows about 60 hectares of vineyards with a yield of over 750 tons of grapes per year, combined with those acquired from the local growers for a total of over 2,000 tons per year. The winery produces a large range of wines in order to satisfy a larger number of customers worldwide. The company is expanding over the East European and Asian markets, where the Abbazia brand is enjoying considerable recognition. Moreover, Abbazia offers a wider range of products with an important marketing activity on the traditional markets, such as Central and Mediterranean Europe, USA, and Brazil. The property of a company is firmly in the hands of the Santero family, and the chief, Mario Santero, plays an active role by supervising each stage of the production. His 3 children, Pierluigi, Walter, and Annalisa, are strategically managing the company activities. Today, new generation inherit a sacred love, handed down with the same passion and the same will, even if they are helped by new technologies that have been expertly applied to achieve the same results, with more checks. Technology and tradition blend without forgetting the origins of such quality. Here are some of the main products. Asti di OCG. From the best vineyards of Piedmont, the bunches of muscat manually selected are squeezed to give us this nectar, from which the sparkling wine, after a slow fine bead, enhances the aromas and natural fragrances. Prosecco DOC. Glera grapes comes from the area between Alps and Adriatic Sea. It is ideal for the entire meal, pasta, rice, and appetizers. Malvasia Rosé. It is a young, sweet sparkling with a fragrant aroma that reminds the original grapes. It has a particular brilliant pink color and delicate bubbly. Moscato d'Asti di OCG. It comes from the manual selection of the best aromatics grapes of white Moscato in the Langhe area. Best with small pastries, cakes, desserts, and celebrations. Lambrusco. Its special characteristics of medium sweet, slightly sparkling and alcoholic level get a young and fresh product, easy to drink but also full and fragrant. Barolo. It is the king of the wines and the wine of the kings. It is produced with 100% Nebbiolo grapes, with hard structure and great longevity. Intense red garnet color, ripe fruits, tobacco, and leather notes. Dry, full and intense taste.